please welcome to the stage Dr. Raquel Rawl, ASHE Awards Committee Chair.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. We're almost done, y'all. I know people want to eat and do all these different things. I'm gonna come up here twice, but they told me I have to exit and do back, so just don't be surprised when I'm back up to do another one. Okay, so the 2023 Early Career Award is presented to a scholar in recognition of emerging, significant, and potential for future scholarship contributions. This year's recipient is none other than Dr. Wilson Okello. So I will share some of the nominators' words to give you some insight as to why Dr. Okello, Assistant Professor of Education at Penn State University, is so deserving of this distinction. Dr. Okello fundamentally believes that theory directs pedagogy and practice. Thus, one way he works to affect the material lives of Black people is through a critique of student and early adult development theories. The research he has published on this theory of self-definition in top-tiered, peer-reviewed journals such as the Journal of College Student Development and the Journal of Diversity in Higher Education and outside of higher education offer researchers, pedagogues, and policymakers insight into the complexities of Black living and brings into view Black epistemologies that can inform policy and practice. Dr. Okello has maintained a robust and collaborative research program and published more than 40 scholarly publications in leading peer-reviewed journals and venues. He is launching a Black Study Reading Circle concerned with the slow, deep reading of Black critical thought and community with faculty, administrators, college students, high school students, and community members. He emphasizes extensive writing and deep reading to communicate his commitment to generating language, methods, and dispositions to address the systemic conditions facing higher education and communities. And a lot of that, y'all know, don't go on the tenure file, so that's amazing, all he's doing. So Dr. Okello continues to build on his self-definition work in his book, under contract with SUNY Press, woo woo, that centers Blackness in student and early adult development theory. Dr. Okello's work is curating a vocabulary for educators and researchers to ethically engage the embodied experiences, histories, and possibilities of Black people in and beyond the education context. In sum, his focused primary research agenda on centering Blackness in student and early adult development, which has yielded publications that are advancing the field, coupled with how he has translated his research to practitioners, more than makes the case for him to receive this award. And last year, I had the honor of presenting him with the ASHE CEP Mildred Garcia Junior Scholar Award, and it's an honor to get to present him with this award as well. And I don't know if we have the equivalent to the EGOT here in ASHE, but mark my words, this thoughtful brother is on his way to getting it. So congratulations, Dr. Okello.
Lift up your eyes upon the day breaking before you, give birth again to the dream. Women, children, men, take it into the palms of your hands, mold it into the shape of your most private dream, sculpt it into the image of your most public self. Lift up your hearts. Each new hour holds new chances for new beginnings. Do not be wedded forever to fear or yoked eternally to brutishness. The horizon leans forward, offering us space to place new steps of change here on the pulse of this new day. May you have the courage to look up and out and upon the rock, the river, the tree, your country here on the pulse of this fine day. May you have the grace to look into your sister's eyes, to look upon your brother's face and say simply, very simply, with hope, good morning. To you all, I say good evening. Good evening. I like when people talk back to me. Black feminist writer and poet Alexis Pauline Gumbs tells the story of the mother Weddell seal who will push her baby into the water against her will. She will force her child's head into the water while the baby coughs, sputters, and struggles. The baby is new here. They don't know that they can breathe underwater until they do. By the time that weaning is over, the baby will be able to dive 2,500 feet below the earth or the water's surface. They will be able to stay there for an hour if they choose. They will be able to move gracefully between frozen and liquid worlds, but they don't know it yet. We all work in salty waters. And for those who have a deep love and trust for Black people, all those who take seriously the radical and always shifting ground of Black freedom, dreams, and ideas, those who dare to be creatives, to think across disciplines, to push on traditions, there is going to be some coughing, some sputtering, and some squirming. There have been moments where I've struggled to stay who I thought I was, clinging to what I thought I knew, close to the possibilities that were written into me. I have felt out of my depth all of the time as a parent, as a friend, as a scholar, and as an artist. I love the parable of the seal as it teaches us that if you are to learn how to breathe, if you just learn how to breathe, there are worlds available to you, not for recognition or an early career award, but so that you might live into your fullness. Sister Kroom, I love the lesson of the seal because it's not about drowning. In my imagination, I can hear the mother seal saying, if I thought you were going to drown, I wouldn't have thrown you into the water. The mother seal is teaching me a lesson about what it means to be something that you didn't think you could be. She's teaching us the difference between what is cute and what is necessary. I'm so grateful for all those who have plunged me into knowing my capacity so that I could trust my lungs in ways that I never thought I could, so that I could breathe in ways I didn't know that I could. The lesson of the mother seal is that it is possible to live into our fullness in the open air or in hostile waters when they praise your work or when they dismiss it altogether. I'm grateful to a mother who prays and dreams. I would wake up early on Saturday mornings, and I would sneak downstairs as a boy, and my mother was already downstairs praying over the couch. I said to her years later, Mama, what were you dreaming about? What were you praying about? She said, Wilson, I used to dream about what you all were going to be. I used to pray that you would leave your mark on the world. I don't know that this is what she had in mind. But I can say with a growing confidence that my work that prioritizes conceptual depth and feeling, that people remember how you made them feel, and that if people are moved, that worlds are changing. So if you see my mother, tell her that her prayers are living out in real time, that they're manifesting in this moment. I'm grateful for a wife and a partner, Morgan Lane, who reminds me that words conjure. And not to be careless about what I utter, I write, or I sing. She reminds me to be consistent. I'm grateful for a son, August Ashe, who reminds me that if I never penned another word, if I never uttered another public word or counseled another organization, I would be full. When I found out about this award, we were eating dinner. I was eating dinner with August, and I told him, August, that we just won the Early Career Award. Without missing a beat, he took his last bite of food and said, Daddy, can we have a popsicle? I said, son, we can have a popsicle. Because every day after dinner, we share a popsicle and we talk about our days. I am full and grateful, but I am full. This recognition is a celebration of the communities that have wrapped their arms around me, to the ancestors and elders whose work I stand on. I hope to be part of the course that says that your work has not been in vain. To my village, collaborators, friends who are too many to name, thank you for calling me higher, for telling me, yes, Wilson, you deserve this moment. Friends, comrades, our collective work continues. Ashe and amen.